What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk about Javaris Crittenton giving Ja Morant some advice. Now, guys, Ja Morant was spotted in a club recently. I know a lot of people was gonna have negative things to say about it because the season just ended and everything. I'll give my thoughts on that after I show you this that Javaris Crittenton said. Now, we know everything he was involved in. You know, we heard about his alleged affiliation with the Mansfield Gangster Crips. You know, when he was with the Lakers, we heard about the situation involving the homicide of a mother of four in Atlanta when he was trying to retaliate from someone who had stolen his jewelry. I mean, we've heard all types of things, but the fact of the matter is he just got out of prison not too long ago, and he chopped it up with Gilbert Arenas on his platform. And Gilbert Arenas asked him about a lot of things, including their relationship, you know, to share with the public. But he spoke about Ja Morant and some of the things that he needs to do. And this is some great advice, man. And as someone who's been through the other side of it, so check out what he had to say.
As we get older, like if you had to, tell, like somebody like a Ja Morant or some of the young kids that's, looking at hip hop in a way that's not healthy for their careers, what would you tell them?
Looking at hip hop.
Like we're really influenced by, when I say music, like when we're listening in games, when we're getting ready for games, right? We have that music that get us right? Mm-hmm. So, trying to live, as a basketball player, trying to, live that style when it's really not us. Like, what would you tell somebody, that's coming up, of the hoop side and
you just gotta separate, because honestly, some people come up in that environment for real. Like, I was a person that grew up in that environment for real. Come up in a project, I was raised a certain type of way. You know what I mean? So you have to have a separation from that, especially to become a professional. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's hard for young guys because when everything is going good for you, it's hard to tell who's who. Mm-hmm. So everybody's jumping, everybody's a yes man. All the women are there, so you're kind of doing what you want to, and you're also being misled at times. You got to think, these guys 19, 20, 21 years old with $100 million, $200 million. Mm-hmm. They got a lot of yes men, a lot of tag-along around them. So sometimes the influence comes from the outside. It might come from somebody in your old neighborhood, you know what I mean? But what I would tell somebody like Ja Morant is just to stay focused, man. He's a world-class athlete, world-class talent. He's reached a level that a lot of people dream of. You know what I mean? Like, my son loves Ja Morant. Mm-hmm. When I tell you love him, he loves Ja Morant and Steph Curry, love him. And my son asked me about the situation with him. He was like, Dad, is he in trouble? Is he bad? Like, nah, he's not a bad person. He's the person that made a mistake. Still look up to him. You've been looking up to him. Don't let anything the media put out, change your mind on that. He's still a good person, a great kid. He just made a mistake. Mm-hmm. And we don't know where it came from. We don't know whether it was the influence of, rap music in our culture or something he was going through or somebody in his camp. You never know. Mm-hmm. We can't get into his mind, but, I really wish him the best. Like, he's going to do great things, man. I think this is something that people are going to sweep under the rug and forget about. It's something that he learned from. He'll never make that mistake again. Yeah. And I'll be glad when people get off his back on it.
Yeah.
So a couple of things, I like that he talked about the yes men, that always got something good to say when things is going good, you this, you that, you can't do nothing wrong. Those type of guys can be detrimental to you because you need someone to have that uncomfortable conversation with you when you're spiraling out of control sometimes, we saw Ja allude to the fact that he wasn't going to get rid of none of those guys that was around him when he was in that interview with Jalen Rose. It wasn't like a apology or anything. It was just, it's kind of weird and just staged. I mean, I know all of them are staged, but his wasn't done that well. I will say that I saw the guys in that shot, in those shots of the club. I saw those same guys that were mentioned in the reports about what was going on with the Pacers, what happened at his house and at the high school. I saw those same guys in the shot. So he's still around that crew. But Crittenton to say he won't do it again, we'll just have to wait and see. I know why he's saying that. You don't want to hate on the man, and you definitely hope that you can speak it into existence that he does better. But we have to wait and see at this point, man. I want to see, is he gonna refrain from that? I know a lot of people is mad that he's even in the club, but he could do that. There's nothing wrong with that as far as league rules go. I know the optics, last time we saw him in the club, he was dangling a gun like an ornament from a Christmas tree. But he could do that with his money, his people, and all that. He can do that, man. There is no issue with that. And it didn't look like he was breaking any sorts of rules. So, hey, if Ja wants to do that, he can do that. I would caution him to be careful, in those clubs. Somebody has always got the camera. That's one thing he can take from it. He's not recording it this time. This is somebody else's phone recording Ja. So anytime Ja walks into these establishments, he has to just pretend like he has it on live anyway, because it's going to pop up on the internet. Someone see you, their phone is coming out. We don't live in the era no more where you just enjoy the moment. We see the celebrity, phone comes out, captures the moment. And that's just the reality of it. So he could look at that and see that and be cognizant of that, that's going to happen. So Javaris Crittenton is saying, that he thinks that this is Ja's last few mistakes he's going to make. He's going to walk the straight and narrow going forward. And we know everything he was involved in, man, and how it ended and everything. He's lucky to see the light of day again. Very generous judge for him to only have served 10 years because that young lady cannot come back, and those 4 kids cannot have their mother back. But hey, he's out now, and we're gonna see what he does. Is he gonna create a platform? Is he going to go around and speak to up and coming athletes about the traps that are out there to avoid? Is he I just wonder which way he's going about this, because he has a voice that people really want to hear from. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he uses that to help the next generation. But look, man, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.